So here, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be telling you all the books I read in May. So I read a total of 3 books, and I enjoyed most of them. And when I say most of them, I can explain a little bit later on in the video. The first book I read for May was Serpent and Dev by Shelley Mahiran. This was amazing. I rated this a 5 out of 5. I literally, once I started reading it, I did not want to put it down. I'm so mad at myself for literally taking so long to read it. Like, honestly, this was such a good book. I loved it. I didn't have, like, in my mind, there weren't a lot of flaws about this. And I was thinking about doing a book talk about it, which I kind of want to do. I just kind of have to make like an outline and notes for it because I didn't do it during while I was reading. But a book talk might come out for this book. I loved pretty much the storyline of it. I loved the main characters. They were both very well written characters. But I'm not going to say much else about that besides I love this book, and like I said, I rated it a 5 out of 5. I highly recommend this one. The second book I read was Wow the Girls by Rory Powers. I rated this a 4 out of 5, but I really want to rate it a 3.5 out of 5. I had some hard feelings with this book. It probably took me about 3/4 of the book to actually get into it. I slowly read it, honestly. I think this is the book that took me a while to actually read, to be honest, and I kind of struggled getting through it. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was going to be, and there was this whole like insta-lovey situation that I honestly didn't like that much. I mean, there were aspects in here that were really good, but for the most part, I had some complicated feelings with this book. So on Goodreads, I rated this a 4 out of 5, but in real life, I'm rating this a 3.5 out of 5. I've also been debating about doing a book talk about this, which I want to do for most of these books that I read because, like, I want to talk about the books. So, like, that's the point of this channel, so I can make videos on books I want to talk about. So, like I said, I kind of just need to sit down and write out a whole book talk about this, which I could easily do. I mean, I'm gonna have to go back for a few times to remember a couple of things, but besides that, I know my specific feelings that I had about specific situations. The last and third book I read this month was Murder Funding by Gretchen McNeil. I rated this also a 4 out of 5. I highly enjoyed it, and I don't know why all those people rated it so low. I mean, I kind of have an understanding as to like what could have happened. It was very different. Well, it wasn't different, but it was like, it had almost a different feel from it from book 1, but it was still an amazing book. At one point, you meet up with the characters from book 1. I'm not going to say how or when or what happens, but you meet up with these characters and you kind of get to see 2 sides of the story. The main character was very different from how Dee was written, so that was very interesting. And you kind of just like jumped right into the like action in here, so that could also be something that people don't like that much. But I rated this a 4 out of 5, and like I said, for the last 2 books, I will try to do a book talk about it because I kind of want to do one. So I know this was a very short video, but like I said, I only read 3 books, and I didn't really want to describe them if I wanted to do book talks because I want you guys to watch those videos. But yeah, so comment down below if you want a specific book talk done first and specific thoughts you want on it. And if you have something in the comments, like something you want to specifically talk about in a specific book, put spoiler on it so other people don't read it and accidentally spoil themselves, because that's not very good, even though, like I said, I'm the spoiler queen, even though I don't try to be. But yeah, so like I said, comment down below, like this video, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. I will see you next time, guys. Bye!